All right, welcome back, Dirty 30 Pod, week 3. Devi, welcome back, brother. How are you?
Doing great. Happy to be here, ready for more and all of the football.
Hell yeah, brother. Christian, 2 and 0. How we doing, buddy?
2-0. I was concerned last night. I did not think I was going to pull it out. I mean, I
It was a,
thought
it was
Craig
a
had
late
me
one.
at 10, and then I needed a little Monday night miracle from my waiver wire darling, Quentin Johnson, and I got it.
What, especially after Keenan scores that early touchdown. I'm like, oof,
I was like, oh, I
this
was like,
isn't
well,
good.
this sucks.
Yep,
Yeah, I was
this
like,
isn't
this
good.
sucks. Genty looks pretty good.
hmm hmm
Uh, I thought I was screwed, and then all of a sudden, 60-yard bomb, and I'm like, okay,
Dirty bomb.
we're
That was the
back.
that was the hook. That was fun.
Yep.
Dude's
We're
so
doing
good at ball.
dude's good. Dude's good. We're doing this a little early this week just so we can get all three of us. So we're going to kind of bounce around to different segments. We're not going to do waivers, obviously, right? Waivers haven't ran. We're not going to do bench players. I just don't think people have kind of like finalized their lineup quite yet. But we will do studs and duds of last week. And speaking of Genty, I had Genty as my dud. Um,
Good segue.
right?
Mhm.
I kind of
That is good.
I kind of picked Christian and Craig's matchup a little bit last night, right? And picked a dud off Craig's team, and that was Genty, 5.9 points. Dude, like Craig said in the group chat, didn't play a lot of that second half, right? Like just kind of missed some pass pro stuff and just didn't play a whole lot of that second half. Looks good when he gets the ball, right? Sometimes just like hasn't been that workhorse like round one running back quite this year. Not saying it's not coming, right? Just like hasn't been that guy yet. Um, my stud, Christian's team, Achan, rushed for 30 yards, but somehow had 22.2 points, right?
Dude,
Just,
this is Devon Achan at his finest.
it
Like
is.
people, I said it last year, and I won't steal your thunder here, but like he's the best receiver on the team.
Yep,
Period.
yep.
He is
Catching
the
little
best.
swing passes, right?
Yeah,
No one like tackles him at the first tackle, right? Like he always makes it to the next level, right? Just,
dude,
he's fun.
he was 6 inches stepping out of bounds from another 10 points.
Yep, yep, yeah, definitely could have scored again, right? Thought he did score again. Yeah, yeah, that was fun, man. Glad he gets thrown back next year, right? Like you've had your Achan fun. Um, yeah, man, for sure.
He did his job. Let's just say that.
He's a good player. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Devi, who do you got, buddy? Who's a stud? Who's a dud of last week?
Yeah, I was kind of going back and forth this afternoon on stud dud, and I kind of want to give Krog his flowers with James Cook, putting up 26. But I think I'm going to lock in Amon Ra. I mean,
Mm.
34.7 points,
Oh
nine
yeah,
catches, 115 yards, three touchdowns. Like that is the definition of stud material right there.
oh yeah, yep, unguardable.
Yeah. And they just torched, which was fun to see.
It was, it was.
Dud, let's pick on Tanner here. You never want to see 1.1 points. He almost was taking a shot.
hmm
One catch, 6 yards from Cortland Sutton. Not good, especially in a game. I mean, that was a pretty high scoring game, wasn't it? Like
hmm
29.
No,
hmm
it was like 41-34, I think. It
Yeah,
was
it was good
It was
stuff.
29
Yep,
28
yep,
in the
fun
Denver
stuff.
is that
game.
what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But still, over 50 points.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, you get one catch and you're the number one guy there. Definitely not fun. So that's my dud for the week.
Mhm. Speaking of taking shots, I feel like we gotta give Eric his flowers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That video was spectacular.
It was great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That was so funny. I can't even remember the player. But like who was the player that didn't score a
Charbonnet.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Charbonnet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, I think it's just fun, like a fun little wrinkle. I was like, people are putting up some duds early in the year. I
hmm
was like,
hmm
give a little comedic relief to the
Well, and
to the group.
he calls everyone out saying, "Hey, this ain't that bad, right? Like let's do it." I'm all for it. I thought it was funny, man.
Dude,
Good
I
luck.
was dying at that part. He's like, he's not asking you to chop your fingers off. Quit being a bitch.
Yeah.
It was a perfect way to end the video. It was great. It was
It
great.
was good. Great video.
But he'll never get the flowers because he doesn't watch the pod.
Oh, he watches the pod. He watches the pod.
He does. Are you sure? He
No,
just secretly
no,
watches it.
no, I'm not sure.
We'll
Chris,
make sure we'll tell him this week that we spoke highly of him.
absolutely, buddy.
Get
Christian,
him to watch.
stud and dud.
Yeah, my stud, he wasn't the highest scoring receiver, but I thought it was probably one of the more, I guess, boom, you know, like experiences that I saw this
Mhm.
week. Rome Odunze, 28 points, and he left some points out on the field.
He did.
Like
Yep.
there were some points there where he could have easily had a 35 point week, right up there with Amon Ra, but he seems like he's pretty clear cut. Caleb's number one guy.
Hmm.
That connection is fun. Caleb's he's got some work to do, but fantasy wise, I think you can probably count on Rome to be pretty consistent. I think he's solidified 100% as like that flex one wide receiver two. Like
Hmm.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
So Rome with
Yep.
28 points. That was fun to watch. Dud, I I think just like, and I know he'll have these games occasionally, like once a year. I just didn't expect it to be against the Browns after what he did to the Bills. But Derrick Henry, 2 points,
Yeah.
pretty tough, especially when they
Yeah.
scored 40 points.
Hmm.
It's like, I know, I mean, I don't know. You don't ever expect Derrick, like his floor seems like 10, I mean,
Yep.
so him getting 2 points, it's going to be an uphill climb from there. So I definitely think he'll bounce back this week. He'll probably kill Detroit, but, you know,
Yep.
so yeah, I'd hate to be playing against Derrick Henry this week.
Yep. Speaking of group chat chatter, I got a good laugh of when Marcus said like, remember when Rome was drafted in the seventh and DJ Moore was drafted in the second?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. Good stuff. Rome's awesome, dude. He was a target of mine and very butthurt that I didn't get him on my team. So we had a trade last week. We're gonna recap it. We had a little pod on pod trade, little content for the pod, right? Me and Devi. I got Tyler Warren, and Devi got Harold Fannin and Tony Pollard. Devi, how long did it take for you to click accept on that?
It took a little bit. I
Did it?
was
Okay.
big Tyler Warren fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only 1 week, and you know he had a decent week one, he had a decent week two,
Yeah.
but I really wasn't sure, obviously, with my running back situation. I was like, it's kind of getting a free running back here, it seems like,
Yeah.
which of course he was my lowest scoring running back on the week, this week, because that's just how that works. But I'm also a big Harold Fannin fan. Played a lot of
Mhm.
him in college football DFS last year.
Mhm.
Dude
Yeah.
is very good at football. So
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I rank Warren higher than him, obviously, but I think
Sure.
they're both rookies, and I don't think he's too far behind. So I'm not too angry about it. We'll kind of see how it plays out, but I think it was good for both teams.
Yeah. Christian, what do you think of the trade?
It was kind of just like a filler, like, I mean, it didn't blow my socks off one way or the other.
Nope.
Not a very
I'm a
exciting
big
trade.
fan of I'm a big fan of Harold Fannin too. Like
Mm-hmm.
statistically,
We talked
by
about that.
by far, statistically the best tight end in college ever. So like he's he's definitely got the talent. I think he'll phase his way in, and Njoku will kind of phase his way out.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good opportunity there. Tyler Warren, obviously the better prospect, the better like draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, better situation, obviously, with DJ playing well in Indy. But yeah, I mean, I think you got to take a starting running back anytime you get a chance. So, and well, I mean, and I'm not a Pollard fan, but you can't deny that he's just the RB1 there. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
he was on my list drafting this year, so
Oh,
yeah,
that kind of helped.
yep.
yeah, I thought it was a good trade for both sides. I think Matt has a really good keeper going forward with Tyler Warren, and I think that, I think Dev gave a lot more depth to his team,
Yep.
which I don't know if he needed, but maybe at running back, like
I'm playing the carousel is going to be, I'm going to be playing RB carousel now, and we'll just see how that works.
Yeah. I think Tyler Warren can be one of those difference making tight ends, right? Like that. That's why I made the trade, right? I got
Mhm.
RB2s up the yin yang. I'm gonna try to make that trade for Tyler Warren and hope that he makes a little jump here. So
Mhm.
matchups this week. We got a little pod versus pod matchup again. We got me versus Christian, me the 6 versus Christian the 2. We got Kyle the 1 versus Debbie the 10. Debbie, what
That's
happened
kind
to
of a pod. That's kind of a pod versus pod as
That's
well.
true. I like it. Pod versus pod, pod versus
It's
pod.
true.
That's a good point. That's a
Double
good point.
pods.
We got Tyler, what is that? I hope I'm messing this up a little bit. We got Tanner versus Craig, maybe? Tanner versus Craig. We got Marcus the 3 versus Eric the 7. And then Tyler the 8 versus Derek the 4. I accidentally wrote Tyler twice, so I might have messed that up there. Um, yeah, got some good matchups too. So gonna try and figure some.
Maddie,
What's up, buddy?
I think I think we're in a spot where you should try and earn your pizza back that I ate Sunday.
Dude, that pizza looks spectacular.
It was fucking
It
awesome.
looks,
I
dude,
gotta throw that out there, right? Like
It
that
was
thing,
awesome. I
that thing
I, I
was
hit up
bomb.
pizza and I'm like extra pepperoni. Like when I order extra pepperoni, like that's what I want my pizza to look like. You know,
Oh, I get that. Yeah, I don't know where you ordered that thing from, but I'm
Pizza
hoping
Hut.
I'm hoping
Pizza Hut. Crazy.
I'm hoping they deliver to Minnesota. Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Wild.
Dude, that thing was bomb.
Yeah, it was
the
it was
goods.
good. You're projected 117. I'm projected 116. I think it's a pretty good. ESPN has it 51 you, 49 me. So I think it's a good opportunity to put a pizza bet in.
Let's do big things, buddy. I like it. I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Speaking of trash
Bring
talk
our
pizza
pod.
bets, we got pizza bet versus me and Christian, but we got a couple of trash talks as well. We
Good.
got we got one about Eric's squad. We got Josh Allen's week 1 performance was 42.76 points. Eric's entire team last week was 49.44 points.
That's tough.
That is
That's
bad, man.
tough.
That is bad.
That's
And we got
good.
this one.
The funny thing was, we were literally just talking the week prior, like, oh, Tanner, I forgot which one it was, but one of them scored like 50 something week one.
Tyler. Yeah,
And
yeah.
we were like, Tyler, that's like got to be one of the lowest scores ever.
Oh man, Eric.
And then
Oh yeah.
Eric just takes the cake. He said, hold my beer.
Four,
So
49 is rough. That's a rough one.
that's tough.
Then we got this one. This one, Debbie, I think you could tell who wrote this one in. Jonathan Taylor really didn't like Devin throwing him back as a keeper. So dude decided to take him out to the woodshed and drop 28.5 on him last week.
That's right. I think about it every day.
Do you?
That's why, and that's what I get for tinkering before the draft.
Yep.
Should have just hung on tight.
He should have punched in a couple more touchdowns. I'm sick of Daniel Jones sneaking them in, man.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that about?
I don't know. Dude's Jalen Hurts with that tush push shit. We're gonna pick our players for this week, and then we're gonna spin the wheel. I think I forgot to mention that at the top. We're gonna spin the wheel, kind of choose some punishments at the end here too. So I'll start us off. I am picking Lamar as my player this week. I think he plays Detroit. Detroit's kind of stop the run kind of defense, but I think like you can kind of beat him up some other way. I decided not to stack him. I love Zay. I think Zay's been doing awesome this year, but my wide receiver is Drake London. They got Carolina. Hopefully he kind of gets on track here. Then I went Saquon as my running back. Can't quite remember who the Eagles play this week. Anyone help me out there?
I think they played the
Um,
Rams this week.
The Rams, yes,
yes,
and
that's
that
what I
was
heard.
my thought there, and he went nuts on the Rams a couple times last year. So that was my
Yes.
thought, for sure. Christian, who you got for your players, buddy?
So I did make a slight audible from what I sent earlier,
Okay.
but I'm going as a Dolphins fan. I see it every year. They play Josh Allen twice,
Yep.
and every year it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen will score at least 3 touchdowns in a combination of running passing. At
He
least
does.
three.
He does.
It's
He loves the Dolphins.
Yeah, and especially with how bad the Dolphins defense has been this year, like they've made Daniel Jones and Drake May look like Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So I don't have any faith in the Dolphins this week. I'm going Josh Allen at quarterback. I had JT originally,
Mm-hmm.
but with you having him on your team, I was kind of like, I don't really want to root for JT because then I'd be rooting for your team.
I get that.
So I went Derrick Henry. I think just a bounce
Bounce
back,
back.
kind of a shitty defense. Like DeAndre Swift had some pretty good runs last week. I know he had the
Mhm.
fumble, but I think Henry will bounce back pretty big this week. And them at home in a primetime game, it's going to be pretty bad news for the Lions, I think. And then my receiver, I'm just going with the hot hand. I'm going JSN
He's been
against
awesome.
the Saints. He's at home.
So
He's been
so good.
so good this
He's been
year.
awesome.
Like
Yep.
he looks like the JSN that everybody expected when he came out of college, and he's just been lights out. So I'm going Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, JSN.
I love it, buddy. Debbie, who's the squad you're rolling out this week?
Yeah, I'm kind of swinging for the fences here after Henry kind of fucked me last week. I'm also doing Josh Allen. He had a pretty low score last week. Everything Christian said holds true with the Dolphins and everything, but
Yep.
I think he had a lower score last week, and I just think that's more fuel for another bounce back week for him on top of everything Christian said. So I'll roll Josh Allen, running back. I saw Bijan versus Carolina. That's a smash.
Yep.
Again, need to make up some ground here. And then I'm rolling the Rome train against Dallas. I think he keeps going with this, picking up off of this last week, and Dallas sucks. And I think they just keep things rolling, and he puts up another big week. So
I love it, buddy. I love it.
Dude,
I love it.
we didn't even mention it earlier, but like that game neighbors had against the Cowboys was fucked up.
Uh,
I know.
yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
All
I was so
right.
pissed about that because I was like, Jamar's having a 30-point
Yeah.
week.